Test. Let me start by saying that I love mobile photography. I have been capturing stuff around me since maybe iPhone 5S, but recently I have been thinking that maybe having a separate camera is not just about the image quality, it's about how we create. More and more times I notice myself picking up the phone to do something creative and blacking out totally for half an hour at the very least, brain rotting on TikTok and scrolling for reels. And I don't think I'm the only one with this problem, right? I just want to say here that it's not about the specs or maybe camera quality of the smartphones. They can deliver some amazing pictures and especially video, and they can be used when the cameras can't be used, and they're small, pocketable, all that. But for me, at least for me, they don't feel creative. In a way, let me explain. It's not rational at all, but for me, at least on some personal level, smartphone is smartphone and camera is camera. When I pick up my camera, I know I'm here to create things, but when I pick up my phone, who knows? This is why I think that cameras like DJI Pocket 3 and other pocketable small digital things like that can be cool, even though quality-wise they don't have much difference with your phone. They just feel different because they were built to do one thing, to be cameras. I don't want to be that guy that puts all his gear on at the same time to try to look more professional, but sometimes I feel like that. I want to be a photographer when I make photos. I want to scroll my phone when I scroll my phone. It feels like a working laptop situations. You don't want to touch it in your free time, but change work to some mundane things like consuming content and change free time to creative endeavors. It's not easy to explain, but I think it has something to do with the way we mindlessly consume content on our phones. We get bombarded with notifications, videos and photos we don't even choose. And this is why the phone feels not like a creative tool, but as a tool to consume content, at least for me. Sometimes I feel like I want to just shut it all off and pick my camera and take some cool photos. Nothing else. It feels the same with watching a show on a TV instead of your laptop, and analog journaling instead of digital journaling, and so on and so on. For the last decade we've been told how cool it is to have everything in one place. Why buy a TV, a gaming station, a camera when you can just buy an iPhone? And it goes even further with super apps that allow you to make a doctor appointment, order a taxi and even buy some food in one place. And I don't think that I like that. I want to make a conscious decision to do something. I want to have separate things for separate stuff. Then there are notifications. Once again, it may not be the case for you. Maybe you don't have a crippling anxiety that if you don't read a message 2 seconds after receiving it, the world will explode and you will miss everything important, but I do. For me, receiving a notification that your water bill is due tomorrow during framing a beautiful shot just ruins the whole experience. And sure, you can take it off and continue shooting your photo, but it just ruins your experience. You have already looked at these notifications, you already think about it, and your mind just trails off somewhere else. Just as any other hobby, photography takes concentration. You need to focus on your photos. You can't check your messages after every shot. This way you will just miss a moment. And in street photography you can literally miss a moment. A bird flies by and you don't capture it. A person you wanted to take photo of goes by, and so on and so on. You can't recreate that moment. Also, smartphones are not that special anymore. You know what I mean? When the phones started to get better cameras for the first time, it was a new tool to try. It was something novel and an interesting way to express your creative aspirations. And then there were challenges because phones had constraints like worse cameras, worse lenses, worse everything. It was a challenge to make a good photo with iPhone 5S. And that's cool. Technology becomes better and everything, but for me it's one less argument to become mobile photography. I'm not trying to sound special, I don't want special attention because I make photos with my phone. No, but it's more about process, not the images. When you play a game and it's hard and you lose over and over again and then you finally win, it gives you more pleasure than if you have been playing on easy mode this whole time, right? And the same goes with your phone. When you don't have a challenge, when you are sure that your every shot will be amazing no matter what because of AI algorithms and so on, it's not fun. You don't feel anything. Having said that, I will still probably use my phone for some photos. There are moments when I don't have a camera with me and I walk out the dog and it's something beautiful, I want to capture it. But when I have the choice, I will probably pick a separate camera, and that's just how I feel.